This is a binaural microphone. And this right here is a synthesizer. And my goal is to record this synthesizer with this microphone right there, in this room here, to get the spatial effect that I hear right now on my synthesizer recording. Now, I have actually no idea how this will sound like, but I'm sure we can find out together. Now, how do binaural microphones actually work? As you can see, there are ears located on each side of the microphone. And inside of the ears, there are actually microphone capsules which record the sound as they hit the ear. And when a sound hits the ear, it gets shaped by the form of the ear, which has an impact on the frequency, for example, which helps us to locate sounds in space. So theoretically, when you listen back to this recording that I'm making right now, it should sound like as if you were standing right here. Now, one very important thing, you have to listen to this with headphones. So if you don't have headphones right now, just pause the video and come back in a second with your headphones. Otherwise, this just doesn't really make any sense and you won't be hearing these binaural effects. Now, before we start, let me just quickly explain you the setup we have right here. So this is the Novation Peak right here, which is the synthesizer that I'm going to use. And this right here is a MIDI keyboard that I'm going to use to play the Novation Peak. And it will actually get recorded inside of Ableton Live. So this is my dry signal. And then it gets played back on the speakers and recorded with the SR3D Binaural Microphone. And it gets recorded inside of Ableton Live again, and this will be my wet signal. So my goal is to later on just mix together these both signals, and this way I really have control over both individual channels. Alright, so now that you know the setup, I'm going to play a little bit, and later on I'm also going to move around the microphone a little bit, so you can also hear the difference of the sound depending on the location of the microphone in the room. And I'm also going to switch in between the dry and the wet signal while I'm playing, so you can hear the difference between how it sounds like straight out of the box and with these microphones. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I just listened to the recording myself, and I must say it's actually really beautiful to hear that spatial effect, especially here in this room, because it's a skate park. The reverb is very long, so the decay of this room is very long. And I think I'm gonna do that way more in the future because, yeah, it's just such a nice way to capture a reverb sound. And what I want to do now is just one more thing. I want to program some very transient heavy and short sounds, basically like kick drums or just some percussion sounds, to actually hear this reverb even better, to fade out. And yeah, let's actually do that right now. Now, what's also really cool about these short impulses is that you can use them in a convolution reverb. For example, the convolution reverb in Ableton Live, it is really easy to use. You just drag and drop the sample in the convolution reverb, and then you can use it as a normal reverb, and then you basically have the room that you sampled as a reverb, and you can use it on all of your tracks. So now that I set up already everything, I'm going to use this opportunity for myself to re-record some sounds that I want to use for my future tracks. And I think it's just a really nice way to capture this reverb in this room right here. Also with these microphones, I think they sound actually really good also for this purpose. It's the SR3D Binaural Microphone by AWI. And I also put you a link in the description where you can get 10% off if you want to buy a pair of these. Other than that, I just thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please subscribe for more videos like this in the future. See you in the next one. Peace.